So now let's turn to being even harder on ourselves, shall we? Another reader. Thank you.
I feel like sometimes I don't want to pray because I'm not worthy to pray. Does that make sense? Like, I don't feel like I've lived up to what I should be doing that day, and so it's hard for me to want to pray because some days I feel like God's not happy with me. If I'm not reading my scriptures, then I feel like I'm not doing what I should be doing and that I'm not keeping all of the commandments. So it makes me feel like my self-worth goes down. So even those little things make me feel lower than they should. There's all those morals and standards that you want to live up to and want to be like, so it's hard when you don't live up to your expectations or others' expectations.
Isn't that interesting? So now the perfectionism goes so far that it starts hitting us in the self-esteem. And we start feeling like we're not worthy, that we're not enough. And it begins to really impact us. And we look in the mirror and that's what we see. I'm not enough. I'm not good enough. I'm not talented enough. I'm not pretty enough. I'm not wonderful enough. One of the girls that we interviewed.
When you're depressed, you just do anything to not feel it. So you think perfection is the answer. So if I have the perfect body, if I had the perfect looks, if I had the perfect kids, the perfect house, the perfect whatever, the perfect spirituality, if I somehow just loved to serve and I never felt like I was being burdened by doing this, then everything would be okay.
Thank you. This is where the culture plays out, right? Because a lot of people not from this culture don't necessarily feel this way, do they? This is where kind of the cultural kicks in a little bit. So we think, okay, so if we have all these perfect parts, we're going to be happy. Anybody look like this? Yeah, no. Yeah, they don't even look like that, do they? I'd love to see the before Photoshop view. Wouldn't that be nice? But you know, we see this on magazine covers. We're just never enough. I remember the magazine cover with Jennifer Love Hewitt, and she was at a beach in a bikini, and they focused on, no kidding, they had arrows pointing at her cellulite. She's a size 2. Then there's no hope for us. I mean, think about that, really. No